Whoop whoop everybody, welcome to the special order butthole. Somebody ordered this one special, and it is a butthole. Started off the entire process by opening up a bottle of Faygo, as one does. And here we are unboxing the piece, our first look at this little guy. Just a little artist standing next to a canvas. But by the end of it, it's gonna be a little juggalo standing next to a canvas that he's custom painted to say, "Show me your butthole." It's a signature piece for us around here at Precious Juggalos. And this is actually kind of where I really started to find myself when it comes to the buttholes. Obviously, we're going to be starting off by painting the face white to get his Juggalo face paint ready, and then we had to paint the canvas white as well. There was a little heart design. I think this is a Valentine's Day piece originally, but this piece was ordered actually as a birthday gift from one friend to another. They asked if I could paint this very specifically for their friend, and so I did. And at the end of the video, you can actually see their reaction to it. So that's always fun as well. Also remember to like and subscribe if you're enjoying what you're seeing and hearing now. You can also find me on all social medias under the name Precious Juggalos. Look it up. Looks like we're moving on to another coat of white paint. Always want to get a good solid base of that white paint. It's really the basis of, well, the entire thing. It's really hard to be a Juggalo without the white. It's really hard to be a blank canvas without being blank. Am I right or am I right? So yeah, we're doing some touch-ups there, little bits of white in some corners and some hard-to-reach places. By the way, if you're interested, I do live stream as I paint these things. You can probably kind of tell that from this footage. If you'd like to come watch, it's here on YouTube every Monday through Friday, 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. All are welcome, and it's really just an hour for people to hang out and just relax, like an old Bob Ross painting tutorial. Except I'm not really teaching you anything. We're just hanging out, just chilling, just relaxing, and taking a break from the world. So here we are. Obviously, I've started painting the black face paint on this little Juggalo now. Looks like we're going with the classic Violent J face paint. In my opinion, I believe it's the most recognizable of the Juggalo face paints. It's kind of my standby, my go-to. I have been painting a lot more Shaggy 2 Dopes lately, but more often than not, I do default to Violent J. Another thing I kind of default to in a lot of the pieces that I paint is the color scheme of the album Riddle Box from 1995. My personal favorite, and it's just something I always go back to, so now you know. And if you're wondering, yes, I am in fact painting a butthole. The inspiration for my butthole is actually from Kurt Vonnegut. If you're a reader at all, Kurt Vonnegut did do a little sketch in one of his books of what a butthole looks like, and it's just always stuck with me. And so I use it in my pieces. And why buttholes, you might ask? It's an interesting story, and it actually it's part of the Insane Clown Posse lore. Every year they have a big festival called The Gathering of the Juggalos. And one year there was a young lady in the crowd, and a young man hollered at her, "Hey, show me your, well, you know, the things that the ladies sometimes show at the shows." And without really any hesitation, she yelled right back at him, "Show me your butthole." And it stuck. And it's just one of those things. And that is why I paint them on multiple pieces. Not only because it's part of the culture, but frankly, people like it. So I just keep doing it. Never really meant to be the butthole guy, but here we are. I mentioned before how this piece kind of became the beginning of what shaped my signature piece. And to really put a finer point on that, it's just determining how I'm positioning the Kurt Vonnegut aspect and how I'm positioning and shaping the letters. This piece is really where it kind of started to come together, like a beautiful butthole blueprint. Meanwhile, back to what's happening on screen. Really working on the butthole there, trying to clean it up, make it look like a real good butthole. It's a fine line between a well-painted and a poorly painted butthole, let me tell you. Doing some final touches on his face paint as well. I really try to get sharp points and square corners, symmetrical face paint. That's something you'll hear me talk about quite a bit if you're in my streams. Kind of a perfectionist. You know, it's served me well. And there you go. There's a good look at his face. Looking like it's, looks like it's done. Thumbs up. So now it looks like we're on to day 2. Obviously my shirt changed. And today we're going to work on the canvas itself. So here we go. Starting off with the, looks like the hole. And I'll tell you, my handwriting is terrible. You can probably tell it by the way I paint. And sometimes I also struggle with how to fit the words in the spaces provided by the Precious Moments canvas. And not just this canvas, there's quite a few other pieces that I've turned into signature butthole pieces. Really takes some creativity to make things fit and look like they belong there. Really kind of happy with the way this one turned out. I wanted to have the word your, kind of bend up and around the bottom edge, and then show me, I wanted to bend around the top of the butthole, so the words kind of circled around it. Yeah, you can see it right there. Kind of works, doesn't it? Again, my handwriting is terrible, so please don't judge me on that. My excuse, of course, is the portrayal of the precious moment is of a child. So the handwriting of a child would be childlike, right? So the handwriting on that canvas, because that little Precious Moments Juggalo painted it, yeah, it's not going to be perfect. Anyway, that's how I validate everything. I don't know if you could tell, but there's lots of different GIFs and things flashing on the screen. That's all part of the live stream experience. You should come check it out if you haven't already. It's a fun time. It's a fun atmosphere, and looks like we're completed. I hit the button. It's official. That's a finished paint. And now it's probably just about time to send it off to its customer. There you go. There's a close-up look. Man, that looks so good. And here's the text message from the recipient to the sender. And you could see how excited she was and how happy her friend was that got it for her. And there she is, my client. So happy, and so am I. Whoop whoop, y'all. See you next time.